sub or a LF component.
Okay, can we move on?
Yes, just one question about how does it work when you put it on auto mode? That the auto mode actually differs from compressor to compressor, like different brands. That I think that algorithm for auto mode is slightly different.
Any good compressor limiter, you got to know what you're doing. Don't set it on auto. I'll tell you what happened. One incident. Auto is very good cosmetic wise. आपका जो auto mode है बहुत ही अच्छा दिखता है cosmetic wise, but you know the DBX driver at 260 used to come with an Behringer के DSP में और DBX के DSP में एक auto EQ का function था. What this used to do is that you give pink noise. आप अपने system को pink noise देते थे. ये pink noise चालू होता था system से, mic लगाते थे, and it used to measure और अंदर प्रोसेसर में आपका ग्राफिक EQ अपने आप सब सेट करता था. और सब ने ये किया है, मैंने खुद किया है, एंड मैंने अपने स्कूल में जाके ये किया. तो इसमें क्या हुआ कि मेरा जो माइक है was at a point जो stereo system था, right? Left right system. We all make mistakes. Everyone learns from mistakes. I mean, we just keep learning. I set a mic at a position. It was at a point where there was acoustic cancellation. Now, there was this probably around 1.5 kilohertz or 2 kilohertz, and there was this actual acoustic cancellation because of, let's say, comb filtering. जो दोनों speaker के बीच में जो फर्क था, उसकी वजह से मेरे माइक में एक acoustic cancellation नजर आया. और at that time I was using a DBX. I was amazed by this auto EQ function, and I switched on the auto EQ function, and it suddenly just spiked the 1.5 in the graphic EQ में अगर gain देखा, it just spiked the 1.5. Like you could see that in terms of the EQ it said it was doing it. It was not. It was, I don't know. I think it was graphic EQ. It was not doing it on a parameter EQ, but it just spiked it. And then it was my school, and of course my principal came up to me, and then they said, let's just run some people talking, and then suddenly I'm getting immense feedback, and then जो student का जो आवाज है इतना shrill हो गया, और मैं सोच रहा हूँ क्या हो गया. मेरे को लगा auto EQ solves all my problems. मतलब it just kind of gave you that distinct, and then suddenly I'm going in the EQ and I'm saying, अरे ये 1-2 kilohertz में इतना why am I getting so much of gain in this 1-2 kilohertz? And it turns out that the measurement mic was not able to differentiate between an actual system dip and an acoustic dip. Am I clear on this? I mean, is it making sense to everyone?
Perfect, Kiran.
So we all make mistakes. We all learn from mistakes. I you know, there are a lot of things, like as simple as doing something on Rajesh's seminar that day, and I had my frequency time windowing on, and then I'm figuring out what's the problem, and then I had no idea that I'd set a 10 millisecond window, and then that's why I was giving me this you know, high pass filter. And anyways, we'll get to that later, but you need to know what you're doing. So don't go to ज़्यादा करके automatic पे ज़्यादा मत जाइए, but the more you know, the better decisions you can take. That's why आप हमेशा अपने कान को हमेशा ट्रस्ट कीजिए. You know, डेटा के ऊपर आपका कान अगर आपको बोलता है कुछ गड़बड़ है, इसका आप वो you know, मैग्नीट्यूड रिस्पॉन्स पे देख के ये मत देखना कि ये फ्लैट है, सिस्टम कुछ एकदम सही है पर मेरे कान में कुछ तेल या कुछ चले गया है, कुछ something. Anyways, let's just move on. So Rajesh has done this, but in his great smart session, and it was brilliant. And I'm quickly, because बहुत से लोगों को जानना था कि you know, in a simple way, how do we just set it up? I'm just doing a small, short you know, schematic. हमारा एक computer है, which we're going to start using now for the next maybe 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. हमारा ये computer है जो ये 2-channel के sound card के साथ connected है, and we're going to do a lot of simulations out here and you know, kind of prove everything. 2-channel sound card में 2 input है, 2 output है. ये हमारे USB connection से हमने computer जो मैं use कर रहा हूँ, मैं PreSonus, मेरे पास सिर्फ 2 input है, तो 2 एक USB केबल के साथ मेरे ये लैपटॉप को कनेक्ट किया है. यही इसका एक जो आउटपुट है, मेरा जो Marani LPP 260 है, उसको मैंने कनेक्ट किया है. वहां से मैंने एम्पलीफायर को या जो भी हम एम्पलीफायर यूज करें उसको कनेक्ट किया है, वहां से उस स्पीकर को कनेक्ट किया है, साथ ही साथ जो इनपुट है, जो हमारा एक इनपुट है, ये इनपुट को हमने माइक्रोफोन को कनेक्ट किया है, और फिर उसके बाद हमने एक रेफरेंस के लिए एक अलग से सेकेंड आउटपुट से लूप करके सेकेंड इनपुट को दिया है. और you could also use a Y cable from the, I have used a Y cable from the first input and connected to my second input. This is the most simple way of setting up a dual channel FFT measurement system. So what is doing, ये आपको क्या बता रहा है कि हमारा जो रेफरेंस है, जो भी हम सिग्नल दे रहे हैं, you can give music, you can give anything, you can give पंकज उदास का गजल, or you can give बादशाह का गाना, or you can give pink noise, you can give any signal. That's why it's called source independent measurement, because it's independent of the source of a signal. आप कुछ भी गाना दे सकते हैं, both your the जो signal आपके system को जा रहा है and what is going back into your sound card, both should be identical. That's the only requirement. There is no I've seen a lot of, again, to talk about this and going a little off center, Rajesh, correct me if I'm wrong, but as long as the measured signal is, I think, 12 to 15 dB above noise floor, it should give you almost a 90% above coherence, right?
Yep, ideally it's said to be 20 dB above the noise floor.
तो आपको जब भी मेजरमेंट करना है, आपको स्पीकर को एकदम जोर से बजाने की जरूरत नहीं है. मैं वो, and I have done it again as well, and then I've gone sometimes, when at Palm Show we used to be allowed to present demo speakers and play speakers. I used to bajao the life out of those speakers and put pink noise at 100 dB or 120 dB SPL, and annoy the life out of all the workers, and I say, be quiet, sab chup raho, meko measurement karna hai. And we've all done this as well, and I didn't know what is actually going on, but the more you realize, you just can play any music. I could play some good music जो सबके लिए अच्छा है. वहाँ Palm Show में, those who work at Palm and late night, there's no air conditioning for the first 3 days. It's extremely hot. There's carpenter and this thing, and everyone's annoyed. सब बहुत गुस्से में, और मैं pink noise सबके कानों में ढूंसता हूँ 110 dB SPL से. So you can play some good music. It just has to be about 20 decibels above the noise floor, and you're doing a good measurement, irrespective of what signal you use. बहुत ही एक एकदम सिंपल तरीके से बताने के लिए, अगर आप समझो अपना मेजरमेंट सिस्टम एक बुढ़ी आंटी है जो चश्मे से सब कुछ देख रही है, और वो चश्मे से दोनों चीजों को एक जैसे देखेगी, और दोनों के बीच में जो फर्क है वो आपके मेजरमेंट सिस्टम में आपको नजर आएगा. आप उसका इफ शी सीइंग, अगर आप वो एक लाल कलर को she's seeing red color as white, she's going to see all red colors as white, and then you're giving one red color to your system and one red color showing her, and she's actually just comparing what is the difference between the two, and that's what actually doing with your smart measurement system. And then जरूरी नहीं है कि आपका output sound card से लेना जरूरी. It's not necessary. You need to take the output from a sound card. Like Marani has as its own pink noise generator or our own noise generator, and as long as I keep one input, which is my reference, it may not be coming from the output. It could just come out from one of the outputs of Marani, which is giving my noise generator, and a lot of mixers. I've seen Digico has its own pink noise generator. So as long as the noise source is the same, and you're giving one to your speaker system and one as your reference measurement, it's just going to be calculating the difference between the both of them. And then जो last चीज आपको account करना है वो है time of flight, जो propagation, जो speaker से microphone तक आता है. Sound travels at 331 meters per second plus 0.6 into your temperature. जैसे temperature बढ़ते जाता है, sound की गति बढ़ते जाती है, तो ये sound कितने time के बाद आपके microphone पे आ रहा है, वही आपको एक डिले डालना है कि सिस्टम को बताने के लिए कि ये इमीडिएट रिकॉर्ड करना चालू मत करो, ये थोड़ा टाइम रुको, ये साउंड को स्पीकर से माइक्रोफोन तक आने दो, और तब तक उतना डिले डाल के रुको, उसके बाद आप मेजर करना चालू करो. So I hope this is clear, because now we're just going to go into some measurements and see how things are working out. So any questions on this so far?
No.
None.
Okay. So I hope this is an extremely clear schematic and you can take a screenshot and next time you buy a sound card बहुत ही सस्ता है 7-8 हजार में आपको ठीक ठाक 2 channel का sound card मिल जाएगा. Measurement mic would be, Rajesh, how much would be a decent measurement mic? Maybe 6, 8, 10,000?
Yeah, starting from 5 to infinity, I would say. 5,000 से चालू हो जाते हैं DBX.
Yeah, and then you know even if the 5,000 mic would do a pretty decent job, you don't.
Yeah, it does a very good job to start with, to be very frank.
Yeah, let's not don't be too this thing that you need to buy a extremely critical mic or matched pair. And then there was this amazing session. I'll send you guys a link. This by this guy named Jim Yakabuki, who did this measurement in a theater, and then वो बोलता है कि you don't need matched pairs from the factory or something to kind of get too critical and too, you know, बहुत से oh no I need some microphone this 20,000 or 30,000. So basically within under 15,000 with a sound card and a measurement mic, आप 15,000 के अंदर आप अपने इसको सेट कर सकते हैं. DSP starts with what 20,000. So you can do a lot of things with, you know, just within 25-30,000 you can kind of make your system sound extremely good. You know, the difference that you will come out is great. So 30 minutes we are just going to use this thing Smart, and I'm just going to quickly bring up Smart. So we're just going to do a revision of subwoofers with Smart and show you what exactly is happening. So this is end-fired subwoofer जो हमने देखा था. ये subwoofers है end-fired के subwoofer. एक के पीछे एक हम क्या यूज कर रहे हैं कि आगे वाले सबवूफर को जो भी हम फ्रीक्वेंसी सेट करें, we are using a quarter wavelength of the target frequency, and we keep and you know we separate both of them by a distance by quarter wavelength. So which is for example, let's say sound is traveling at 350 meters per second. So at 30 degrees 30 डिग्री के टेम्परेचर पे साउंड अगर ट्रैवल कर रहा है 350 मीटर पर सेकंड की गति से, अगर हम 50 हर्ट्ज के फ्रीक्वेंसी को देखेंगे, वी नो दैट द वेवलेंथ इज 350 डिवाइडेड बाय 50 जो है 7 मीटर. 7 मीटर का जो क्वार्टर डिस्टेंस है वो है 1.75 मीटर. दैट इज 1.75 मीटर दिस इज क्वार्टर वेवलेंथ. एंड द डिले दैट वी आर कीपिंग ऑन एडिंग is of 50 milliseconds, the quarter delay of quarter wavelength. So 50 hertz, you know that the time period is 20 milliseconds. So you're going to be adding a delay of 5 milliseconds. And then as you keep going ahead, you keep adding quarter wavelength of target frequency, and then you keep adding the spacing from grill to grill. जो आपका grill to grill का जो spacing है, वो quarter wavelength जो कि 1.75 मीटर से आपको बहुत ही आपको दोनों के बीच में फर्क रखना है. So what's going to be happening is when you're adding a delay, let's just go back to just the first instance. So when you're adding a delay of quarter wavelength, so let's say 5 milliseconds, and you're separating the subwoofers by quarter wavelength, what is exactly happening is that, let me annotate this out here. ये the time it takes, जो time लगता है ये sound को पीछे वाले subwoofer से, what is the color? It's white, sorry, maybe it's yellow. जो टाइम लगता है ये सबवूफर से लाल वाले सबवूफर तक आने को, ये हमने डिले ऐड किया है 5 मिलीसेकंड का. जो टाइम लगेगा इसको येलो से रेड तक आने को, और जैसे ही येलो से रेड तक आएगा दोनों एक साथ आके फिर वापस आगे चलते जाएंगे. और पीछे की तरफ क्या हो रहा है, येलो ऑलरेडी पहले निकल गया है. सबवूफर हमारे जो है सबवूफर ओमनी डायरेक्शनल subwoofers have already started going up, and red is coming up starting after another quarter wavelength. So quarter wavelength के बाद चालू हो रहा है. जब इसका क्वार्टर साइकिल खत्म हुआ, रेड यहाँ से जो रेड सबवूफर है तभी वहाँ वो उसका वहां से लो फ्रीक्वेंसी आना चालू होगा, और वो आने तक उसको ट्रैवल करने को और एक क्वार्टर साइकिल लगेगा, क्योंकि दोनों के बीच में फर्क है एक क्वार्टर वेवलेंथ का. तो जैसे ही वो येलो तक आएगा उसका ऑलरेडी हाफ क्वार्टर डिले और क्वार्टर का जो डिले हमने दिया और क्वार्टर ट्रैवल करने का डिस्टेंस जो है वो येलो तक आने तक हाफ वेवलेंथ से पीछे हो जाएगा, एंड विच इज द रीजन यू गेट कैंसिलेशन एट द बैक. सो दिस इज द वे दैट वी आर मूविंग अहेड, एंड वी कीप एडिंग अ डिले and if I'm actually just showing you guys on an animation what it looks like, this is what it would look like. जो रेड लाइन है वो सामने ऑडियंस की तरफ है. आई होप एवरीवन इज क्लियर ऑन दिस. Any
Yeah,
questions?
I think.
Okay, so let's simulate this on Smart. So I'm just going to quickly start Smart out here. Sorry, too many things running on my PC. There's Windows and everything. So let's start a new session, and let's not just show the live impulse response as yet. So we are going to show the magnitude and phase, and Rajesh has shown me how to use AU Lab. So if I make any mistakes, please excuse me, because the first time using a digital audio workstation. पहली बार मैं digital audio workstation use कर रहा हूँ. And the reason I'm using this is because I have only 2 signals on my measurement card. So you have something known as Soundflower. जो Soundflower जो है वो एक it emulates a just let me just open this, and okay. So this is my internal kind of audio workstation, and it's working on my sound card, which is, I'm going to change the Soundflower 64 channel. I don't have a 64 channel sound card, but ये हम लोग को 2 अलग-अलग signal और दोनों का sum signal दिखाने के लिए we are using this just to emulate this so that you get a good idea of what you're doing. So, and if I go into input output configuration, measurement में आप देख सकते हैं जो signal है मेरा measurement signal Soundflower का input 3 है. I mean, because it's pretending to have a sound card built in of 64 channels, and I've used input 2 as my reference. So this is just signal 1 is input 3, and signal 2 is input 4, and the sum of 1 plus 2 is signal input 5. And I've if you can see out here, if it's visible, I've kind of routed 1 and 2 to input 5. Can everyone see? Nitesh, can you annotate audio 1 and 2 on?
Hold on.
So, yeah, sorry. So I'm adding the 2 signals. Let's see if I can quickly generate and see if I'm getting some levels on. Okay. And okay, so I have 2 signals out here. I'm going to quickly run my measurement. Again, like I said, it's comparing one with the other. So it's signal 1, signal 2, and I have to add जो phase trace जो है आप देख सकते हैं is because I need to find my signal delay जो है internal delay, and you can see it kind of gets pretty much evened out. So so now just quickly to go back, let's just look at, where's my presentation? It is, yeah. So if you're looking at this, leave from current slide. If you're seeing, does everyone agree that if I had only 2 subwoofers, आगे की तरफ, both would be in time, both would be in phase. There would be nothing, no time delay difference between the 2 of them. Does everyone agree on that? Because the subwoofer 2 is waiting for subwoofer 1 to come. जो हमारा subwoofer 2 है is waiting for subwoofer 1 to come. We're just going to be looking at 2 subwoofers for now, just to understand, because we have 2 input signal sources. So let's go back to Smart, and both are going to be in time. And if you see the level, we are going to be seeing it. Oh, sorry, this is, I need to correct the time. And so this is the level that you're going to get. Actually, just to make it better, let's just use a low pass signal. So it's actually for subwoofers. So I'm going to go back to my AU Lab and change these to bandpass signals.
But then
And
also just change the averaging now so that it is really fast. Like,
okay,
yeah.
sorry. It just keeps moving a little here and there. So that's why I just use, I'll just keep it 1 second, just gives it a nice smooth this thing. So, and I'm gonna, again, just zoom in. For those who know the zoom function, you can just right click and, choose that entire range that you need. So you have, this signal which is there. This is your subwoofer. आप नीचे scale देख सकते हैं. 30 से लेके 125 200 almost 150 हर्ट्ज तक स्केल है. हमारा जो सिग्नल है जो ग्रीन में है और ब्लू है, ये हमारे दो सबवूफर है. और आप देख सकते हैं कि अगर दोनों को ऐड किया, हम आगे की तरफ जो एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे वो परफेक्ट समेशन है जो है 6 dB, because both are right in time with each other, everything both are in time with each other, and we're going to capture this. And if I am supposed to add delay to one of them, जो कि आप देख सकते हैं कि let's just go back to my presentation, which is here. पीछे की तरफ अगर आप इसको देखेंगे, हमने सबवूफर को जो है 5 मिलीसेकंड का डिले दिया है और ये क्वार्टर वेवलेंथ से पीछे है. सो we can't show distance in smart, but we can at least add the distance, add the time it's taking to travel backwards. So 5 मिलीसेकंड का हमने डिले दिया है और 5 मिलीसेकंड का उसको पीछे की तरफ जाने के लिए टाइम लगेगा ट्रैवल करने को. So is everybody clear that 5, if you are assuming 50 hertz as the frequency that we want to cancel out, 5 milliseconds is the delay given to the subwoofer in front, and 5 milliseconds is the time it will take to travel from front to back. So does everybody agree that there'll be a 10 millisecond difference between towards the back side? If I just put the audience here, out here, between these two subwoofers, there'll be a 10 millisecond delay. Does everybody agree with that? I'm just going to clear it. So
I think, but a couple of questions. I think you finish what you're doing and then we'll address a few questions.
Okay, so let's just remove the sum. And now going back to my AU lab, let's just add, now it doesn't know what is front, what is back. You can choose anyone, but let's just say this is a sound delay plugin that Rajesh gave me to use, and it's going to give you the option. So, okay, so I'm not adding any sound delay right now. All are 0, and you can see that the time unit is in milliseconds. So it's anything you put out here is into the multiplication factor. So you can put any value, but everything just goes from 0 to 9, because if you want to use the next one, you have to choose the next. So this is into 10, so I want to add 10 milliseconds. So I'm just going to add 1 unit of 10 milliseconds. So you can see at somewhere around this is around 50. So this is the phase trace जो आप देख सकते हैं on the left side. If I just quickly, Rajesh, can you mark the phase trace, the units on the left?
Yeah, one second.
Yeah, तो आप देख सकते हैं इसका scale जो है 0 and is going down to 180. And then you can see जो हमारे दो signal है blue और green, दोनों के बीच में the blue one at 50 hertz is what we're expecting, right? Because you've chosen 50 hertz as a center frequency. At 50 hertz, you're having 0 degrees, whereas the green has gone to minus 180. So there's a 180 degrees. एक दोनों के signals के बीच में 180 degrees का phase difference है. And we expect the signal to at 180 degrees to hit in go almost negative. So let's just quickly measure this and see what the final signal is. And so this is what we are seeing out here in the signal out that is summing both channel 1 and channel 2, which is getting all the way down to infinity. So let me just capture this as signal 2. Oh, I captured the wrong signal previously. Just hold on. Just excuse me. I'm just going to remove the delay. I captured one of the individual signal. I didn't capture the sum signal. So let me just bypass this and capture the sum signal. So I'm going to capture this and clear my drawings. So let me just stop measurement and compare. Hey, why is my, sorry. And so this is my sum signal, and then I'm quickly going to add delay and capture the delay was here. Let me just confirm it's on 10 milliseconds. And yes, it is. Oops, sorry. And yeah. So I'm going to capture the red trace, which is here. जो भी highlighted है, जो भी trace आपका highlighted है, that is going to be the trace that you want to capture. So we have the two captured traces that you can see. I didn't rename them, but let me just rename them as backside and front side. Can everyone see the difference that you're seeing between the back and the front? Rajesh, is it all cool till now?
Yeah, perfect.
And why do we have this null at maybe 140, 150 hertz is because at 50 hertz, it's half a wavelength apart, and 150 hertz, it's 1.5 wavelength apart, and this is going to repeat. But jiska overall level hai, you can kind of change it and make whatever it is. And
one repeating question, sorry, I just thought we need to address this now, is that how do you select the target frequency? Like, why did you select 50 hertz?
I select 50 hertz is because it's pretty much in the center of my passband, and it's very easy to calculate. It's like 5 feet and 5 milliseconds. 5 feet. So basically, the easiest way, if you don't want to get on calculation, okay, you'll be pretty right on a 90% basis. But sound travels at, let's say, in 20 degrees at 344 meters per second. So 344 to feet is 3.28. So you're getting in this at 1,128 feet per second. So basically, let's say 1,100 feet per second. And you know that in 1 millisecond, so it's 1,128 feet per second. So that means in 1 millisecond is about 1.1 divided by 1,000. 1 second has 1,000 milliseconds, right? एक सेकंड में 1000 मिलीसेकंड है, तो इसको 1000 से डिवाइड करेंगे तो ये आपको 1.1 मिलीसेकंड मिलेगा. Easiest way to divide to kind of realize is, you know that जो आपका जो दो सबवूफर के बीच में जो डिस्टेंस है, उसका जो टाइम पीरियड, जो डिस्टेंस है उसका और जो डिले का टाइम पीरियड है लगभग सेम होना चाहिए. तो if you're giving 5 milliseconds, 5 milliseconds is roughly around 5 feet, right? Because sound is traveling at 1 millisecond corresponds to 1 feet, 1.1 feet. So 5 milliseconds would correspond to 5 feet. So if you're putting 5 milliseconds of delay, you separate the subwoofers by 5 feet. And if you're choosing 4 milliseconds, you can do it by 4 feet. So if you're doing, let's say, lower time, let's say 8 milliseconds. So if I go to my this thing and change my sound delay to, again, now this is into 10. So I make this 0 and make this into 8. Is it? Yeah. And then you can see the response would shift. The target center frequency would move higher. The target frequency also depends on the size of the cabinet. आपके cabinet का जो size है, it also depends, right? Sometimes to keep front and back distance from grill to grill may not be convenient to keep 3 feet because जो आपका cabinet का depth है maybe 3 feet. So you would probably, and then you don't want them to stay, even if it अगर 3 foot है, आपको एकदम चिपकाना नहीं है, मतलब you're going to have a different load. There's no way for the subwoofers to the acoustic waves to come out. So you want to keep some distance of at least 1 foot between the front of the grill and back of the cabinet of two cabinets. जो आपके दो cabinet के बीच में at least 1-1.5 फुट का या 2 फुट का फर्क आना चाहिए. And that you will pretty much come to the conclusion that जो आपका दोनों के बीच में separation है, दो कैबिनेट ग्रिल टू ग्रिल लगभग 4 से 5 फुट का फर्क आएगा. Does that explain everything?
Yeah, but I'd like to add one thing. Where a couple of questions have been asked. Like the first thing you got to understand is that why are you doing a cardioid setup? You know, the cardioid setup is not to do anything with the crossover range or the crossover between tops to subs. We are doing a cardioid setup specifically to reduce the amount of subwoofer level on the stage, so that the one is that the musicians can have a better experience, and more importantly that the mics on stage are not picking up too much of the subwoofer frequency range. So the reasons we choose 50 to 60 hertz, or rather the reason you make that decision is that what target frequency are you trying to cut off on the stage. Now it would vary because, for example, in a EDM show, in a DJ show, your target frequency may be 50 hertz, you know, because there may be a lot of level on that, which would, one of the reasons, one issue in EDM shows, especially for people who are using turntables with vinyls, is that when too much of the vibration comes, that, and if they don't have those absorber balls properly set up, that will cause an issue on the stage, especially when you have a lot of subwoofers. So it really depends on that. Correct me if I'm wrong, Karan and Rajesh.
Yes, it's absolutely correct. I mean, a lot of reasons may not be stage. Sometimes आप एक room में है which is very reverberant, जो back wall से बहुत से, you don't want too much low frequency going to the back wall.
Something, you may find that there's one resonant frequency which is causing a lot of issue, which is coming from the subwoofers, and you would want to target that as your frequency. So that is the kind of reason why you would really use.
So it's it helps. Like I said, in the front, we're getting a lot of addition. You're getting perfect 6 dB addition. On the back, you're getting this thing. And then the easiest way to quickly remember, I mean, you're not going to go wrong. You're going to be right to a point of 90%. If it's, you don't want to get into calculation, आपको calculation में ज़्यादा घुसना नहीं है. Same units. If I quickly just simulate on Blueprint, just let me in 5 seconds just show you quickly. 5 seconds के अंदर, not 5, basically a minute. I don't resize. Nitesh, is Blueprint visible?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to quickly add a flow and a stage where I change it to a circle, and radius is, I change a revolve and make the inner one 10. Maybe I don't have any elevation, and I change this over 360 degrees. And so I'm not doing any calculation, just out of the box. I'll just changing my unit to meter to feet and pounds. So I add a cabinet where I quickly add a stacked version and a subwoofer, which is E219, and it's positioned at position 1. I'll just try and move this so everybody can see it. So position 1, and I quickly add at position 2. And because I've used feet, pound, जो मैंने यहाँ feet और pound use किया है, I just move it ahead by say 5 feet. And then we know that the front subwoofer is delayed by 5 milliseconds, so I've added 5 millisecond delay. हमारा weight जो है flat, frequency you can choose this anywhere in subwoofer. Let's just say 50, because we are targeting 50. Although it should be 5.5 feet, but it's just 5 feet, just for convenience of understanding. And let me just change the range to 24 dB, and let's just see what happens if you simulate. So you're seeing pretty much a directional behavior of your this thing. And if अगर मैंने इसको bypass किया, if I make it 0, if I change the delay to 0, let's just see what happens. Zoom thing bar keeps coming down. So अगर मैं कुछ delay add नहीं किया, you can see ये पूरा omnidirectional है. अगर हमारा stage पीछे है, is giving low frequency pretty much everywhere. And if I just add 5 seconds of delay and measure it, you're getting quite a lot of cancellation behind जो 86 dB versus probably 108, so probably 20 और dB 20 dB का फर्क है फ्रंट और बैक में, और आप SPL ग्राफ में भी इसको लगभग देख सकते हैं. You can try it at different frequencies. I mean, I'm not changing the distinct, but let's say at 63 what happens, and you're getting a slight back lobe, but still a lot lower, which is say 90 dB versus 100. So it's फिर भी 10 dB का फर्क है आपको front to back, and maybe at 40, if I go at 40, because the color scale is changed, if I just set the max SPL, let's say 110, sorry, 120, 125, आप देख सकते हैं कि the front to back is still about 110 versus around 98. So basically 10 से 20 decibel का आपको back cancellation, you're going to easily get it. And I'm just going to quickly, before we move out for lunch, show you what happens with front back front or gradient arrays. So let me just clear all this and stop my measurements, and again go back to my AU lab, bypass my delay. Okay. And just before lunch के पहले just एक last topic अगर cover करें, and just for everyone's this thing, I've covered impulse, infinite impulse response filters in the last session, but I'm going to directly jump to FIR filters after lunch so that we can finish that first, and then we can do normal Butterworth and everything. और जो भी है, there's a recorded session that we did last time that you can see all the, आप अलग-अलग crossword देख सकते हैं, Butterworth, Bessel and everything. जो video का link है, I'll send it to you of the last time show in case we are not able to do it. But just for the convenience of everyone, जो आज subject है FIR filters, so after lunch I would like to focus entirely on FIR filters. So coming back now, if I go back to my PowerPoint, जो हम PowerPoint में जाएंगे वापस, end fired को आपने देखा है, we've simulated what we expect, and gradient array में आप देख सकते हैं जो subwoofer 1 है audience की तरफ और जो subwoofer 2 है पीछे की तरफ, हमने लगभग सेम कॉन्फ़िगरेशन यूज किया है, पर इस बार हम पीछे के सबवूफर को क्वार्टर वेवलेंथ से डिले करेंगे. सो if I quickly just scribble, this is the back, and I think I've put a slide of putting the mic as well. But if you're not polarity, does everyone agree जो हमने red area mark किया है, in that area you're going to have the same response that we got on the end fired in the front direction? Does everyone agree with that? Because right now we're delaying the back subwoofer, पीछे के subwoofer को हमने delay किया है quarter wavelength के साथ, और ये आगे की तरफ cancellation होगा और पीछे की तरफ addition होगा. Does everyone agree? Both the waves from subwoofer 1 and subwoofer 2 जो area मैंने red में mark किया है is going to be in perfect summation. And we know that if you're doing a polarity inversion, that's the reason we covered polarity. Now if you're doing a polarity inversion, जो subwoofer 1 और subwoofer 2 के जो signals है वो totally opposite polarity सारे frequency range के लिए होंगे. It's going to be in complete opposite polarity for the entire frequency range from 30 to whatever frequency range you're targeting, 100 hertz or whatever. And so you're going to have complete cancellation. And now on the front side, they are separated by half a cycle. दोनों के बीच में half a cycle का फर्क है. But अभी फर्क क्या है कि पीछे वाले subwoofer का polarity flip हुआ है. And we are going to try and see what happens with that, assuming mic 1 and mic 2. So again, we are just going to after lunch, this is the last thing we just cover. I'm just going to try and again, ये इसका बहुत से तरीके है, because the problem with end fired subwoofers है कि ये बहुत real estate use करता है, आपके जमीन पे काफी ज्यादा जगह occupy करेगा. Inverted stack में आप इसको front एक speaker आगे की तरफ, एक speaker पीछे की तरफ और एक speaker आगे की तरफ simulate कर सकते हैं. they use जो acoustic center है जो subwoofer के आगे और पीछे, उसको diffraction मतलब sound waves जो bend होके पीछे की तरफ जाते हैं, वो property use करके पीछे की तरफ it uses that separate the distance of quarter wavelength separation between the diffracted portion of the front facing and back facing subwoofer. Now again going back and just simulating this quickly, if let me just play it, yeah, let me not play the sum. So if I am having signal 1 and signal 2 on the if I'm showing what is the resultant and without any delay, let's just remove all the delays. Does everyone agree that on the back there is no delay? When I'm going back to my PPT, on the back side, जो red area है, we are not having any. This red area जो मैं आपको दिखा रहा हूँ, this is not having any delay between the subwoofer. Does everyone agree on that? Subwoofer 2 जो है without polarity flip, जो subwoofer 2 है वो रुका है subwoofer 1 के लिए पीछे तक आने के लिए, और दोनों एक साथ पीछे की तरफ आ रहे. There is no delay between the subwoofers on the back side in this current scenario. Is everyone in agreement? I hope everyone's in agreement, because by the time subwoofer 1 travels to subwoofer 2, subwoofer 2 रुका है, फिर दोनों एक साथ हाथ पकड़ के आगे की तरफ कर रहे हैं. And what happens if, so like I said, the backside, assume this is the backside, the red trace, the sum 1 plus 2 is the backside. So assuming this is the backside, and just one second, I'm going to make Nitesh and Rajesh, I'm going to make you guys the co-host so you can always clear my drawing as well. It becomes easier. Okay. Okay. So this is the backside. And what happens if I flip the polarity? So you're seeing, if I go back to my AU lab, I'm going to, so let's just assign signal 1 just for easier convenience. Signal 1 is the back one and signal 2 is the forward one. So I'm going to flip the polarity of one of them. And you can see now that दोनों का level दोनों है लगभग same है, but एक का polarity पूरे frequency range. I hope you can see that the entire frequency range, there is ये constant 180 degrees जो blue और green race में है, you're having a constant 180 degrees phase shift between the entire frequency range. And this is what happens with a polarity flip. Polarity flip में आपका पूरा frequency range flip हो रहा है, and both the signals are pretty much here. I have my green signal and my blue signal. So if I select my green, आप देख सकते हैं green highlighted है, blue highlighted है. And if you are expecting 180 degrees of phase shift between both the signals, let's just see what happens if we sum. So if I sum, you're seeing nothing. The reason you're seeing nothing, you can see out here on the measurement is having no measured signal out here being generated, because ये पूरा जो sum दोनों का है वो calculate हो रहा है. Now let me just capture, I mean, I don't know if there's Rajesh, can I capture a null response? Do you have any idea? The phase is visible, but the magnitude, I'm not showing anything. So
no, you cannot capture a null response there.
Okay. Let me just try regardless.
You can capture a phrase, but you won't see magnitude. Basically, that will what will happen.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just call it backside. Oh, it's a trace exists with that name. Okay. So backside gradient is what I'm going to do. So now what's happening on the front side is what we got to see. Let me just clear this drawing. You saw on the back side, we are having complete cancellation. And on the front side out here, again, we are going to be having this subwoofer, which is delayed by जो subwoofer 1 or subwoofer 2 है. We know that we flip the polarity to the back subwoofer. जो हमने पीछे के subwoofer को ये polarity flip किया. और इसका अगर हम delay देखेंगे, यही सबवूफर को हमको अभी डिले करना है क्वार्टर वेव लेंथ. लेट्स जस्ट स्टिक टू द सेम वन. So